my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing and explaining the ending of Jordan Peele's latest release entitled Nope. But before we get too into it though, I would like for y'all to drop down and hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for all the content that I drop. My series regulars right now is P-Valley, like everybody else and their mama. College Show Celebrity Edition, All the Queens, Men, and Baddies on Zoo. So if you watch any of those shows, be sure you hit subscribe button, binge my channel, and stay tuned for my latest drops. Now let's go ahead and get into my overall review of this movie. I'm gonna start off with my pros and my cons. Alright, so first and foremost, sci-fi is not my genre. MovieBae. Your name is MovieBae, you're supposed to watch movies. I know, but sci-fi is not really my thing. The only reason I wanted to go see this movie was solely because I am a Jordan Peele fan. And when you are a fan, you support the artist's work, okay? So my pros for this movie were, one, it was a lot of cool shots. Jordan Peele was so amped about using IMAX cameras, and I feel like out of his 3 films, this is his biggest and probably best directorial film, because it's sci-fi. You can't do no rinky-dink ass shit for sci-fi, first and foremost. You gotta go big or go home, and Jordan Peele definitely went big. There's a lot of cool shots. I saw it in, like, what was it called? Something movie experience, and it was like a curved screen. It was super freaking loud, but at the end of the day, it was a lot of great shots, and it was visually pleasing. Number 2. Second positive is that this movie is different, and I mean that in 2 ways. So one, this is a different type of movie for Jordan Peele in a way. So Jordan Peele obviously has never written a sci-fi. Well, shit, Get Out is kind of sci-fi if you think about it. But I feel like the concept is different, and it still has social commentary in it. So the social commentary is usually what Jordan Peele does anyways, and that's my type of writing. Like, that's my type of writing. And he just took, I don't know, like, it's so genius to me. Like, he took a concept and then put a message with it. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, yo, I love the concept of this film. It's different, and it's still true to his brand. And then number 3 goes into number 2, how yes, it's sci-fi, yes, it's cool, but there were definitely still themes to this movie that I feel like was executed. I do feel like that those themes were executed. So let's go ahead and get to my cons. Cons for this movie. Number 1, the structure. The structure of this film, I feel like it could have been restructured to make it make more sense for some people. Now, before watching this movie, I did watch a couple of spoiler-free reviews because so many people were posting about it, and I was like, yeah, I gotta click on something. So I watched some spoiler-free reviews, and everybody was saying the same thing about the chimp scene at the beginning. So when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, okay, so this is the chimp scene, all right? And then we get the quotes. No, we get the quote, and then we get the chimp scene. And then we meet our characters, and then we get a title card. So this movie had 2 cold openings, and I feel like, no. We could have definitely just done with 1 cold opening. So we'll get our quote, and then we can meet our characters, get our title card. I feel like the chimp scene could have definitely been saved for later when we do meet Jupe. And when when M and OJ go and meet Jupe, and he tells them about, you know, the show he was on when he was a kid. That's when the chimp scene could have been, just keep it there instead of like highlighting it and then coming back to it 45 minutes into the film. You know what I'm saying? So structure-wise, that was an issue. Secondly, I feel like some things could have been edited out of this film. It was a slow burn at the beginning. I was bored. And I hate to say that. But I was bored. And I was trying so hard not to get on my phone because I was fucking bored. I just feel like some things could have been taken out. It was some scenes that were long. It was getting really Tyler Perry-ish. It was some dialogue I didn't care for. To me, it was just like, can we get to it, please? Like, let's get to it, please. Because another thing I want to mention that people talked about on the internet was there was no character development. I personally don't care that there was no character development. What, movie bae? You're a writer. You always talk about the storyline and characters and developing. You don't care? No, I don't care, because the main character of this film was the creature. I could give a fuck about OJ. I could give a fuck about M. I could give a fuck about the fine ass dude that worked at Fry's. I don't care about them. I don't care where their mama is. I don't care about none of that shit. Okay? I feel like we learned what we needed to learn about the Haywood family. So with that being said, all that shit at the beginning of the film with the Haywood family could have been edited, and we could have just got right to the creature, because that's the main character of this film anyways. Another thing that I've seen being criticized about this movie is the titles. The title for each, I don't even want to say each scene of the movie, but each monumental scene with the creature was named after one of the trained horses that the Haywoods had, okay? So it started off with Ghost, then it went to Lucky, etc., etc., etc. So that goes back into comparing the creature as a wild, untamable thing. Just like these animals, they are wild regardless if they are trained or broken or not, okay? So that's the correlation with the titles of each section of the encounter with the creature. Now, the last section, the last title card that comes up is entitled Jean Jacket. That's ultimately what they name the creature, and that is also the horse that Keke Palmer's character thought was hers, but her dad was training that horse to be in The Scorpion King, a movie. The same way that they are basically creating a movie of this creature. So that's why Jean Jacket was a fitting title for the name of the creature, as well as that section, the final section of the movie, when they are trying to catch the creature on camera and destroy it. So there you have a couple of my cons that I personally have for this film, as well as other cons that other people have pointed out. You know, overall review, I didn't think it was bad, but I do feel like it was kind of slow for me. And then when things started happening, I had my head tilted a little bit, and then it started making sense later. You know what I'm saying? It was a roller coaster of emotions for me. I would not go see this movie again. If I was to rate it out of 10 stars, I would give Nope maybe like a 6, maybe a 7. So yeah, it was just, nobody's perfect, but I do feel like it could have been structured and some scenes could have been cut out, and this could have been a solid 8 for me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get to the explanation of Nope. Now when I explain this movie, I'm gonna explain it as I understood it to be. I'm gonna try to KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Okay, that's my strategy. I'm here to help you understand. All right, here we go. The importance of the Hayward family. The Haywards are animal trainers, and this is important because this helps them defeat the alien that is compared to a wild animal. Boom. Simple. Okay? They talk about how the alien is a creature. OJ is the one who compares it to being a wild animal. Knowing that when you train an animal, you're not supposed to train an animal in general, you're not supposed to look them in the eyes, okay? When you look them in the eyes, or when they catch a reflection of themselves, that's when all hell breaks loose. All right, so the other wild animal in the movie are the horses, obviously, and then the chimp. All right, so a lot of people didn't see the significance of having the chimp scene. However, I don't know why, because when I saw the movie, I was like, this makes perfect sense to me. So back in the day, there was a show where they had a trained animal who was a main character on the sitcom or whatever. One day, I personally believe the balloons set that animal off, because when the balloons started popping, the animal started popping off, okay? And he beat and killed almost everybody, audience members included. So Juke was there on the set, and he was one of the only people, well, he was the only person that was spared. So the ape noticed that somebody was under the table, and he didn't really get a good glimpse. Notice that the ape didn't get a good glimpse of who was there, but he went for a fist bump, which was like a trusting sign, And Juke, literally before he died, and then Juke took this sign as, yo, I have a connection with this animal. He spared me my life out of everybody else. We were friends. So Juke took that and ran with it. And now this part I was confused about. I don't know if the creature settled in that town first or Juke brought the creature to that town. But however, Juke felt like he had a personal connection, a trusting relationship with this wild, unidentified object. Okay, one of the themes of this film is how humans feel like we have the right to control things that are not meant to be controlled, aka animals, aka creatures. Okay, like at the end of the day, you can't blame an animal for being an animal. That's their instincts regardless. But humans think that we can change them and control them and make them do what we want them to do, but at the end of the day we cannot. Okay, they're still going to have that animalistic instinct in them. All right, so that's one of the things in the movie. The second one is probably the one that y'all have heard the most, and that's about spectacle and the biblical quote. So the movie begins with the quote, I will cast abominable filth upon you, make you vow, and make you a spectacle. So that quote basically means I will cast abominable filth upon you. I will make you lose your morals. I will make you evil. I will make you vow. Same thing, synonyms. And I will make you the spectacle. So while you're looking at me, you're going to be the one that's going to be looked at. Okay? So this goes into two things. One, how we as people monetize tragedy. Yep, we make money off of bad things. Let's go back to Juke. So Juke was one of the, I think, two only surviving cast members that survived the chimp attack. Okay, what does Juke do? He has a shrine of all the memorabilia from the show, and he charges people to come in and look at, you know, things from that show, things from that day. He had the mom's shoe on display, and he's making money off of it. Okay, something else that Juke does, and he knows this, is he's making money off of his unidentified creature. He's bringing these people to come see this creature that he thinks he has a trusting relationship with. All right. Later on in the film, TMZ comes out because like 50 people have gone missing that were in this city. So TMZ comes out, and that person on that motorcycle has his little camera, and he's trying to monetize off of this tragedy. What happened to these people? What is this? I need my camera. I need my camera. By the way, that's another con I had of this movie. That shit was so on the nose, it was mad annoying. Like, we get it. He wants to record this. We get it. All right. So humans like to monetize off of tragedy, off of tragic events. Second thing, the spectacle. We will do anything for the gram. We'll do anything to go viral. We'll do anything to just say, I was there. If you don't take a picture, it never happened, right? Basically, if you don't post it, it never happened. And that goes into basically every human in this movie. The Hayward family. The movie is entitled Nope. I thought they were going to be saying no to this alien. But on the contrary, they're saying yes to the alien. We need to record this so we can make some money because their dad passed away and they need to basically keep their business going, right? So the only thing that was saying nope in this movie were the horses. Let's just put that out there, okay? So they are literally risking their lives to record this unknown creature that in one way or another has something to do with their dad's death. That's one. Number two, doing anything for the gram. Same thing with Juke. I'm pretty sure he felt like he had a trusting relationship with this creature, but that particular day where everybody died, himself included, everything was off of schedule. Nothing was going right. But did he cancel the show? Did he tell everybody to go home? He did not. He kept it going, okay? Number three, our friend who was the guy who is known for making impossible shots possible. I can't think of his name. I don't feel like looking it up. Don't care that much because he died. So he literally sacrificed himself to get a shot of the inside of the creature. What the hell? He sacrificed himself to get a close-up shot of the creature. Boom. The spectacle. And that's exactly why you couldn't look it in the eye. That goes back to the horse training. Last thing I want to talk about is how they defeated the creature, in case anybody was confused about it. So basically the creature can only digest, I don't know, I guess meat. So any objects like, I don't know, nickels, chairs, ribbon, inflatables, plastic items, the creature cannot digest that, so it spits it out, okay? So how they defeated this animal was using objects that had eyes, so it could be drawn to it, because the moment you look the creature in its eye, that's when you got, okay? So they used that weren't able to be digested that had eyes to trick the creature into eating it, and then eventually it exploded, okay? So just in case y'all were confused about how they defeated the creature, that's how that happened. I tried to make this explanation as simple as possible because this is how I understood the movie. I feel like I did a good job. I feel like I cracked the code. If you notice anything different, or if you agree, if you disagree, if you want to add something, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. Like I stated earlier, be sure you thumbs up this video if you enjoyed my commentary, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay tuned for everything that I drop. I'm Moviebae, so I do movie reviews, I do trailer reactions, I review shows. It's lit over here. So hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all next time. It's a date.